Welcome to the Out of Home Insider Show, where we're bringing you tips, tricks, and insider insights into the world of out-of-home advertising, how to make your advertising both more efficient and more effective. I've got a really special episode for you today with a very special guest, Nicholas Reed. He runs 253 Media out of Salt Lake City. And we're going to do something today that I'm not so sure we should do, but this is the first episode of Could You, Should You? So what Nicholas and I are going to do, and I'm going to give him a second to talk. I promise I will. We're going to, you know what, Nick, tell them what we're going to do. Tell them what we're going to do in the next 20 minutes. I'll put a timer up too. I'll put the timer up behind me. Tell everybody what we're going to do.
Oh, man. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to sit down here and we are going to build out a complete brand campaign from targeted ads to billboard to a landing page that can convert your next customer into a buying person. So we've got nothing here. We've talked for a couple seconds here about a couple ideas, but we are starting completely from scratch. So that's what we're doing. Did I miss anything?
No, that was perfect, man. And feel like you're going to take over the show here. So if you can see that behind me, I'm going to keep it up as a little reminder, but we're going to try to do this in 25 minutes. 25 minutes. Can we take something that literally does not exist? Can we create a brand and launch a campaign in 25 minutes? And then if we can, we're going to talk about whether or not you should. Nick, you ready, man?
I'm ready. I've got my blank screen right here.
You ready? All right. So we are going to build a brand campaign for a CBD company in Eastern Pennsylvania. They're going to have a retail location, CBD, Eastern Pennsylvania, specifically a lifestyle CBD brand for women.
Let's do it.
Ready?
Ready. I'm ready.
All right. I'm going to share my screen. You've got control of the screen too. Feel free to take over it at any point. Folks, if you're listening to this on Spotify, Stitcher, iTunes, Buzzsprout, however you got here, if you're listening to it, this is one you're going to want to go back and watch on YouTube. It's in the show notes. Go back and watch this. I don't know how much stuff there is to listen to. There's probably going to be some banter back and forth, maybe a little bit of swearing along the way, because we're going to try to do this in 25 minutes. So if you're ready, I'm going to press start on this, and then I'm going to come back and help you. Ready?
All right, I'm ready. Let's go.
Let's go. All right, CBD lifestyle brand for women. So I'm going to start off by sharing my screen while Nicholas gets all his stuff ready right there. I'm logged into a few things already. I'm logging into my Canva account. That's free. Canva doesn't cost anything. I use it for a lot of design stuff. I'm just going to start grabbing some images here for some different types of women that we can target within our creative. This is a free site that I use as well. It's called highclipart.com, and I'm able to get a lot of great stuff out of here for free, which is always pretty cool. Free is awesome. So I like to start with some of my core imagery. And by the way, I am not a graphic designer. Do not take this as a consultation or professional insight on how to design stuff. I just happen to like digging in and doing this sort of thing. So I'm just looking for, we've got a few images now of a few different types of women that could be potential target audiences for us. I'm going to move this down here. It's in the way. Again, using a free website where anybody, if you ever make graphics or you do any of that sorts of stuff, you can do it all on your own at home. So that's pretty cool. CBD Talk Podcast. If that's a real podcast, check it out. We're still in their little logo here. All right. I think that's it for page 1. Is this something that, Nick, have you ever tried to build a landing page in 20 minutes?
I have not, and I'm stressed out about it.
Oh, man.
But no, I think it's a good challenge because there's always time crunches for people. People are like, I have this product that's launching this week. I need to get it done ASAP. What can we do? And sometimes it's possible, and sometimes it's not. And I hope we can shed some light on that. Deadlines are
so true. And you're used to working on a crunch. What you've cranked out like 12 websites in the last six weeks.
Yeah, just about. We're finishing up probably the last one the end of the week this week, or maybe next week, but
And
pretty much.
what types of businesses do you work with?
We work with a lot of service-based businesses. That's, I would say, the core, which is good because it's kind of business as usual for us. We don't see too many things out of the ordinary, which definitely helps us know what to do, what's working better for everybody. But we also do a lot of e-commerce too. So creating e-commerce stores that sync up with all your social platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. We're really starting to push for that quite a bit as well. But I'd
That's
say
awesome.
the main core of what we're doing right now is definitely the more service-based construction, catering, stuff like that. Like our new catering client we got today.
Awesome.
I'm hungry all day from that one.
I know, man. We're talking about before a barbecue company. So if you like food, if you like food and you like booze and you like doing cool stuff, 253 Media out of Salt Lake, they got a lot of stuff going on. Nick and I, we had originally met via the LinkedIn, where I think, a lot of us have met folks over the years. But specifically, Nick and I were both in the automotive segment, and we have since moved on from automotive to doing some different things. And it's fun to be able to bring all of that together today with, again, first episode of Could You, Should You, which is proving to be definitely a little bit of a challenge here. So, folks, what I'm doing, these are just some templates that I've got open, and I'm just going to build off of the same sort of format here, but use a few different women in the ad. Again, we are looking to design a CBD brand specifically for women. Nick, I was thinking, what do you think CBD? I was thinking I'm going to bust out a logo here real quick. What do you think about? I'm thinking we use CBD as an acronym: courageous, brave, and determined. So a little bit of play on words with the CBD. You cool if we go that direction?
I love it. Fits the lifestyle. I love it. I think we're thinking in sync right now.
Awesome. Always a good thing. Courageous, right? I think that's how we spell words. CBD of Eastern PA. Courageous. Brave. Realizing that those. All right, so courageous. CBD of Eastern PA. Courageous, determined, brave. I need one more. She looks like she just accomplished something pretty awesome. Let's take this girl here. All right, so we've got. Looks like we've got 3 billboard layouts, and I'm gonna make Nick a logo real quick as well for that. So if you haven't, I'd be curious too, if anybody's watching right now and you use something other than Canva that would be helpful for folks, fans of the show, leave it in the comments below. Let me know if there's another software out there, or specifically for video. There's some great stuff coming out for video, and it'd be pretty cool to hear what everybody is using, what everybody has found to be helpful and beneficial to their own websites or campaigns. Courageous, brave, determined. And then we're going to do CBD of Eastern PA. Change this color to green. That's not going to be dark enough. Go to a darker green. CBD of Eastern PA. And all right, Nick, I got a little logo here, buddy. If you want, I can, let's see if I can send this through the Zoom. Can I? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. More. I'm going to send it to you on the LinkedIn.
Here, just email it to me.
All right.
You do that? Or
hang on.
text.
Let me
Texting
open
is easier, actually.
my Gmail. I will.
Yeah, actually, that was perfect.
How do you want it? You want an email?
Yeah, just email it. I've got that open.
All right. Let's see. We're gonna grab that, and we're gonna do this guy. Yep. Oh crap. All right. All right, we got 17 minutes left. Got billboards done. I'm sending Nick a logo. Maybe I am. Here we go. Email Nicholas at 253 Media, correct?
Yep, exactly.
Right. Here we go. And that's going to be a PNG. All right. Let's see. Logo. And attach. 17 minutes. All right. We're good. We got this. Oh, where the hell is it? Where did it go? Courageous. How you making out over there?
Dude, I am just rolling away here.
Roland, share the screen, man. Show them what you're working on.
All right, let's show you where we're at so far. We got to do that. All right, so can you guys see my screen okay?
Let me just see.
There.
Looks like it's loading. Yep.
All right, perfect. So the way we started this out, obviously you want to have a big, bold hero. Got a nice lady here living her best life doing some yoga.
What is the hero? That's that image right there?
Yep, so your hero's everything above the fold. And what above the fold is before you start scrolling, before moving the screen whatsoever, it's what is right there. It's that first initial site that someone sees when they're on your page.
Got it.
So scrolling down, first things first, got to have your doctor recommendation. Anything that really drives why someone should work with you, building trust, especially in the CBD world where there's so many different options out there. There's so much information getting passed around. Having that value statement and having that additional trust building element right off the bat there, super, super important. And then from there, we've got the rest of our funnel ready to go.
All right.
That's where we're at now.
That is awesome. And your design layout, it's pretty simple, man. It's not too busy. Why is it? I feel like a lot of times I see websites like there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. So I always say that people want their information quickly and easily. I actually read a book like a month ago called Building a Story Brand.
Oh, Don Miller.
Yeah, exactly. One of the best books I've read lately.
He's the man.
Loved it. Absolutely loved it. And one thing that he was really preaching was telling a story. Obviously, it's a story brand. But making sure that people know what you do, why they should buy from you, and how to buy from you. That's the last piece of the puzzle.
That's so good. That right there. Say that again. How to buy from you. So it's something that we've talked about here on the show. I'm going to spin around, check my clock. 13 minutes. All right, I'm almost ready to go live too.
Oh God.
So connecting people to where you want them to go. So in fact, I'm going to steal the screen back from you because that's a good opportunity to show the creative share. This will stop Nicholas's sharing. And there we go. I'm going to grab it back. So in these ads right here, it's really just a branding call to action. Hey, we're looking to put a message out into the marketplace that we feel is in line with our target audience. Now, maybe I want to drive that person direct to the website. So one of the ways that we measure outdoor performance is in organic and direct traffic to an advertiser's website. So if we've done a good job, people are going to go back and look for that advertiser. In fact, Nielsen did a 2017 study measuring the efficacy of outdoor advertising and comparing it to its traditional media brethren, TV, radio, and print. And what they found was that for $1 of outdoor advertising was the same as spending $1 on TV, $1 on radio, and $1 on print. So essentially, if you had a $15,000 budget with $5,000 in the newspaper, $5,000 in TV, and $5,000 in radio, you could replace that $15,000 budget with a $5,000 budget in outdoor, as long as it's done in a way that meets the goals of the campaign. So if that is to drive someone back to your website to make it easy for them to make a purchase, then maybe you would consider adding a URL. If the creative can stand on its own, which I feel like the piece that we've put together here, I feel like it does a pretty good job of that, right? We've got a compelling image of our target audience. We've got, a nice clean font. And then we also have a visual representation of that. So CBD of Eastern PA, courageous, brave, determined. We've got some CBD oil over here. Really keeping it simple, really keeping it to the point of we want you to remember us and then look for us. So now we use our partners at Geopath for a really, really cool function, and that is targeting with outdoors. So what Geopath has done, they use a plethora of different data sources, but essentially it all comes down to this little thing right here in our pockets, our phones, our mobile devices, device IDs, location data, GPS signal, triangular location stuff, but all of it starts to put together the things that we do online and in the real world, and gives outdoor advertising companies an opportunity to target someone based on those behaviors. So I don't know if CBD is a targeting. It doesn't look like it is. So let's look for things like holistic. And I'm going to look for maybe some targeting that makes sense. Now, for anyone that's ever run Facebook ads or I've done any sort of display or pre-roll advertising, this is very much the same idea. And in fact, I think Geopath is just running a little bit slow on the Google Chrome browser. So I'm going to open this up in Safari and stop sharing my screen for a second. And while this is opening up, I'm going to share Safari. All right, here we go. Let's rock and roll this over here. Geopath. We got 10 minutes, Nick. We got 10 minutes.
All right, we got this.
All right, the creative is done on the billboard side. Nick is putting together the landing page. Right now, we're setting up our targeting. We're gonna target Eastern Pennsylvania because that's where I am right now. Nick's, again, he's in Salt Lake City. 253 Media. If you guys are looking for a website, world-class team, Nicholas and his team are putting together great websites. I just recommended them to a client of mine just last week, and the client was super impressed, and it looks like they're going to choose them. So it's really great for me, too, to have a partner that I can refer. All right, let's see. Concerned about the environment when buying natural products. I often use natural or organic beauty products. That could be a really good audience. I like that one. I often use natural or organic beauty products. How do you feel about that for target audience targeting, Nick?
I think that's a lot more specific than I was expecting you to say.
Okay. All right. Right. It's really good alignment because beauty products, unfortunately, I don't think there's many guys buying beauty products. So let's assume that it's women. And if they are buying organic beauty products, they may be interested in other types of organic and holistic type medicine. So I'm going to select our CBSA, which is right there. And then I'm going to click that. And I'm going to filter the inventory. And then I'm going to come over here. And because I work for Adams Outdoor, I'm going to select the Adams Outdoor as the operator. There are other outdoor companies. You know what? It's almost not going to matter in this case for the way that I'm going to launch this. Come on. So let's see. All right, so there it is. But we're still gonna do that anyway. So let's do this. Operators, Adams, apply. Now what I'm looking for is I'm looking for how that target audience index against specific billboard locations. Let's say that one more time. I was able to find a behavioral target and then marry that up to billboards to find which billboards put me in front of my target audience the best. And I'm going to change this to digital billboards because that's going to be how we get this up so quickly. Shout out to our friends at Geopath for putting together a really, really cool. Here it is. It's the pressure. It's the pressure of clicking on the right thing for a live audience. All right, maybe it's not live. Y'all are watching this later. Come on. Come on. What's going on here? Oh, what the hell? Rotating. Yes. Oh, man. This is a different layout than you had the other day, Geopath. You gotta email me if you're gonna be making changes. Yeah, I'm in this tool every day, man. And the cool part about it is that it's changing every single day. It's getting smarter. It's getting more capabilities. We're gonna look. All right, here we go. All right, so there you see we're starting to filter that down. That was like 1,300, 1,400, and we're gonna look for target engagement, target composition. Right, that's gonna show us the units specifically that didn't have the highest index. They may not be the highest impression units, but that is our highest. And then I'm going to sort this by, come on, top 25. And I'm going to show you how we deploy this. And with any luck, we will pull off a billboard campaign with a website for a brand that didn't exist. And we're going to pull that off in 20 minutes. All right, so there we go. So you saw Geopath. If you were watching along on screen, you were seeing that start to filter down from 1,600. We are down to 25 units. And what I'm looking for here are the ones that give me the best opportunity to reach that target audience. So I'm going to look right here on the right-hand side now. Now, this is already one of the reasons why you shouldn't do this, because if you do this the way that I am showing you to do this, you will not be able to do this. That's a lot of words to say something that I could just more easily and simply show you. If you're watching this, you've probably heard of Blip. Now, Blip billboards, it's a really easy to use system. It's something I've tested out personally because being in the outdoor space, I need to understand, one, why it's so effective at attracting smaller advertisers, and even some large national brands have been up with Blip. But what are the things that you're missing out on? So the fact that you can come into a tool like Geopath and select the units that give you the best opportunity to win, you don't have that inside of a service like Blip. You don't know if the units you're targeting are the right units to target your particular audience, right? So there might be some that are better than others, and if your advertising dollars need to be maximized, then you'd probably want to know which ones give you the best opportunity. So I'm going to just hone in here on my area because that's what I have open inside of Geopath, which I'm going to refresh here. Oh, and this whole time I think I've been talking and not sharing my screen. So now that you can see my screen, after all that, you can see this little map here. I'm going to zoom back out. And I'm just going to show you how, if we go back to all. Nick, how you making out there, bud?
I'm almost done.
Man, oh, man. I got to check the time. 4 minutes and 10 seconds. All right, I got to stop goofing around. It starts off with 456 locations here. We defined our target right here, select audience. Let me show you this again. Apologize for you not seeing it the first time. Natural. I often use natural organic beauty products. I selected that targeting. I assigned my market, which is the CBSA of Allentown, Bethlehem, Easton. Again, the most undervalued market in the entire country. I selected Adams Outdoor. I sorted this down. I'm going to sort this down one more time to get down to the best possible unit. Now, this is a feature that, again, you do not have. If you use a service like Blip to launch your campaign, you do not have the ability to tell which specific billboard locations are the right ones for your business and your campaign goals. In this case, I have the advantage of knowing which ones are, and this is the advantage of working directly with a qualified outdoor company. I'm going to select this one right here. You see it's right here by Wilson. You see this road that comes down. That's Route 33. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to say new share, and I'm going to come back over here, Blip. This is the Blip dashboard. It's really easy to use. I got to admit, it's a lot of fun too. So I'm going to type in Easton, PA, and then I'm going to select my billboard, which is going to be this one right here. Okay, that one looks good. I've added that sign. Now I click next. How much do you want your daily budget to be? This is really important because it will let you run a budget of $1 a day. That does not mean it's going to be effective. The other thing, it's not going to tell you if you should add more budget. So if you don't know how out of home works, if you know how out of home works, you wouldn't use Blip. But if you don't know how it works, you aren't going to learn how it works because unfortunately the system doesn't tell you, give you feedback. Hey, you should spend more money. Hey, your targeting's too tight. Hey. It's just going to take your money, and then hopefully you know how to structure a campaign and measure it afterwards. So I don't think it's a good fit to answer the should you question. In terms of, sort of fun and functionality, I can select what times of day I want to run. Again, you can accomplish all of that working directly with an outdoor company. And now here's where I'm going to upload the creative. I'm going to upload our billboards right now, man. Okay, I've got to open that little CBD zip file up. Where are you? Come on. Move out of my way. Those screen's getting in the way. Oh, man, we're coming close. We're coming. 1 minute and 38 seconds. Ah! Who said this? Whose idea was this?
We got this. I'm not stressed. Are you stressed?
I'm not really stressed. I feel pretty good about it. It's gonna make me upload them individually. No, come on. I thought I could do a broad stroke and get them all. Max audience, cool. CBD and save to drafts. Oh wait, what is that? No design uploaded. Okay, come on. So this is one of the things, I've used this system before, and it's a little bit clunky. Okay, upload. 1, 2, 3. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Create. All right. I feel good about this, man. I feel good. Edit. Why did this not save? So again, folks, if you haven't used this before and this is your first time, you can see how it could get pretty easily screwed up. And this is the importance of working with a proper outdoor company that can consult and guide you through this, because one of the other things too that you lose by using this system is, all right, cool. Billboards are up, man. I got the billboards are up. So we are good. So technically we could launch this thing right meow, which is pretty awesome. We got that up. We got targeted billboards with creative. Oh,
I got everything but the logo.
Oh man, did it not come through?
No, I just was finishing everything else first. That was the last thing I didn't do, but the rest of it is done. If you
all
want
right, man. So why don't you take back over the screen and I've completely lost. I don't even know where you are anymore. There we are. Oh, hey, got you back. All right, awesome. So you take the screen.
All right, you ready?
Show us the website, 20 minutes or less. 25 minutes?
25. I think we did 25.
To build a billboard just to recap.
Just
billboard campaign, 3 different billboard designs, and a website, and get the advertising live in less than 25 minutes. I'm impressed, dude.
I thought you were crazy when you wanted to do this, and I'm actually impressed. So
it was fun. This is cool.
Yeah, we got this close on my side, so I think 27 minutes would have been the time.
That would have been the time. Show us the website, my man.
All right, so we got our hero scrolling down. The biggest thing here is going to be your doctor recommendation. So this guy, Dr. John, the Women's Clinic of Pennsylvania.
And what does that doctor endorsement, what does that do for all right, so they saw the billboard spoke to them, got them to come back to the website. Why does it matter to have a testimonial or some sort of proof?
Trust. There's a million CBD brands out there. It's not going to lie. It's a controversial product right now. And a lot of people just don't understand it. They don't know some of the actual benefits of it. Having, some guy at the CBD shop say, yeah, you should take this, it'll help you, is a lot different than Dr. John of the Women's Clinic saying, hey, you should really take this product. This will help you with your chronic pain. Wow. You can take your life back with this product. So
something as simple as that can impact conversion rate, right? How many people show up to the store, call you, buy something online? Pretty important.
Exactly. Oh, I mean, think of it this way. Like, let's say you go and you break your arm and your doctor prescribes you a pain medicine. You're going to take it.
Sure.
Now, if I say, hey, Tim, here's some pain medicine, you're probably not going to take it, right? So same kind of thing here, having a reputable person offer you in the CBD space, say, hey, this is the product I recommend. This is what's actually going to help you. That makes a huge difference. It builds the trust in the entire brand.
That's awesome. All right, keep going.
All right, cool. Dr. John recommends it. Next up is Jackie. So doctors can recommend it all day long, but we got to have the other side of the spectrum also. We got to have the actual consumer recommending it also. So Jackie here, I used to suffer from chronic neck pain. Since I started taking CBD for women, I've truly felt like myself again.
Love it.
It just brings it all back full circle. Take your life back with CBD. The biggest factor here is trust, as well as connecting with people, saying, obviously, women running. Running is hard work. If you don't feel good, you probably don't want to go for a run. Showing women running, showing women doing yoga, showing them being active, feeling good because of CBD, boom. Take your life back with CBD.
Love it.
And then finally, quick and easy way to purchase your product.
Easy enough.
Boom.
That's all good stuff, man. So I'm going to take back the screen and we're going to talk through, I think what's pretty important, really for both of us and how we best serve clients. So we did something pretty fun here today, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it too, because it was a lot of fun for myself. I think it was a lot of fun for Nicholas as well.
I had a blast.
When both of us started out with the same project in mind, right? But our execution, our design, our feel was very different from each other. And oftentimes advertisers have multiple vendors that aren't communicating. We're all working on the same project, but we don't necessarily have a high level of communication and sharing between everybody. And this is where some of those things start to get exposed. Now, ours is a totally extreme example. Of course. It happens, and it happens a lot. And if you're listening to this and it's happened to you, we'd love to hear about either how you've corrected it, or if you need help correcting it, leave a comment below, send a message. We're happy to talk through it, give you some pointers. We're in this stuff all day long, but you can see how the design was different. Same idea, same thesis, little bit different execution, different flow to it. It's creative, it's subjective, right? We've got the logo, we used Geopath for our targeting, and then we got the campaign loaded up. And if I just press this button right here, request approval, this thing would get launched sometime in the next 24 to 48 hours. Really cool thing about billboards that you don't get as well with Blip is that you don't get the targeting that Geopath offers. You don't get any consultation on creative. Something that we can do at the company that I'm at is we can actually look at mobile device ID data, your specific locations where your billboards are, and then how the traffic past those billboards was influenced in terms of foot traffic to your brick and mortar retail location. So I know whether or not your outdoor billboard campaign has directed people to your store by tracking their device ID. Hey, they passed the billboard, they've seen the ad a few times, and then they showed up at your store. So if you're looking for better ways to measure your investment, that's one way. We look inside of Google Analytics for organic and direct traffic lift as well. So after doing this experiment, it's been a lot of fun. But Nicholas, should you?
No.
Try to build a campaign in 25 minutes.
Don't do it. Yeah, the biggest thing, I think you hit the nail right on the head of there's no communication. My idea looks totally different than your idea. The biggest thing for a website conversion is coming from any kind of ad, whether it's billboards or email or text or social media, whatever it is, making sure they sync together is one of the biggest factors for website conversion. Because if someone clicks on your ad expecting one thing and they come to a page that's totally different, they're going to be confused, they're going to be untrusted, or they're not going to trust your brand, and they're just going to click off.
That makes so much sense. So Nicholas, like, you build websites, but you do some digital marketing as well, right? So
Yep.
you're able to keep all of it cohesive for your
Yeah.
clients. Is that correct?
That's our whole goal. So our main mission is to create a synergy between every platform, whether it's your billboards, whether it's your website, whether it's your social media. Everything ties in together and represents your brand. So making sure that everything speaks the same language, everything speaks the same message, and everything feels the same and connects with people the same way. That's how you have magic in the marketing world.
Right, because like every big brand that we can think of, Nike, Nike, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Timberland boots, Columbia, like
Yeah.
wherever you are in the world, it's consistent. But for a small advertiser, even for maybe some big advertisers that have had some change, overlooking some of these components could really, it sounds like, affect performance of the campaign.
Exactly. And having that like cohesion between each platform is actually a really great way to get better results without having to spend more money. I mean, if your budget is $5,000 for billboards or Google or wherever you want to spend your money, making sure that the other pieces of your puzzle sync together is just going to improve everything.
So without spending more money, you can get more results. Fair statement?
That's what I push. I believe it. I see it every single day when, we can look at anything. We can see the analytics on both Google and on Facebook, and the data is there to show it. When you have a better website, your conversions are going to be better. When you have a better ad, you're going to have better conversions everywhere. Your click-through rates to your website are going to be better if you have a better ad, right? But if they get on your website and your website sucks, you're just going to lose them. So making sure that each piece of the puzzle is strong, everything's gonna get better.
So the advertising piece, right? It's the sexy piece, right? It's what we all want to do, right? We want to spend money. We want to see ourselves up in the market. What would you say is more important? Leave a parting thought for all of our listeners. What is more important, the ad or the website? If you had to pick one, which is more important to get right? Is it getting people there? Or is it having a website that converts once they're there? If you had to pick one, which would you?
So I'm a little biased. I sell websites, obviously, but I also sell digital marketing services. So the website's the most important piece. And basically the reason why is it's a chain. The weakest link is you're only as strong as your weakest link. If you have a great ad campaign and sending people someplace where it won't convert, then nothing's going to happen and you're just wasting your money. If you have an okay ad campaign and you're just sending some traffic to a place that will convert, boom. Some conversions are better than none.
So let's say your only form of advertising was word of mouth, and you hand out business cards at church and at your kid's soccer practice, and you don't have a way to drive paid traffic to your website. So you rely 100% on people going and looking you up.
Totally.
You need to have a good website. Nicholas, this has been a lot of fun, man.
Yeah,
Could you build a website and an ad campaign, a billboard campaign, and launch it in 25 minutes or less? Yes, you can. Should you? I think we both agree. Absolutely not.
No,
awesome.
Definitely not.
Well, cool. We'll have to do it again sometime. If you got ideas for the next should you, let us know in the comments below. Send us a message. What do you want to see? What are the challenges that you have? That's what this show is here to do. It's to show you tips, tricks, and give you those insider insights on how to make all of your advertising both more efficient and more effective. Nicholas, thanks so much, man. Where can people find you and 253 Media?
Right at 253media.com or connect with me on LinkedIn. Nicholas Reed with 253 Media.
Boom. That's it. Oh, man, thanks so much. It's been a lot of fun. If any of you have found this information helpful, please, I encourage you to share it with someone else in your network, someone else that would benefit from the information. Until next time, I'm Tim Rowe. This is the Out of Home Insider Show, and we'll see you real soon.